The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw his Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on first down is Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds his target, Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to Bolden. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, with big guys leading the way.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw again on second down. Carr, quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A pair of teammates at Fresno State connecting there. Derek Carr to Davante Adams. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a great start to this third quarter. They get their second touchdown, and it looks like they'll tie the ball game.
And I think we want to give some credit to this coaching staff, but also want to give some credit to the team because we talk a lot about halftime adjustments. What I'm seeing, though, is a team that's just executing better and playing a lot freer. Whatever they did, though, it worked.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 36, Herbert throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Parham. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Eckler now between the tackles. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. Complete here to the right to Golden. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
Here's Bolden. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Bolden. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there. So no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. And all they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Jerry Tillery collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Herbert now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Herbert throws complete to Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, that's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw here, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Bolden to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He gets this out to Spiller. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Eckler. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And taken right on the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So Carr and the Raiders now down 23-20, just over a minute 40 to play. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Carr to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Carr. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr, quickly into the hands of Waller. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. Throwing his Carr. And that is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A dump off here to Bolden. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.